All right, you guys. Well, today I have for you this beautiful 2014 Ford F-150 Platinum. We're going to take you around this truck, show you what it's all about. Really love that grille. These headlights are pretty interesting too. I love like the F-150 logo in there. They are HID headlights by Xenon. Very nice. It is the EcoBoost V6. So twin turbo V6, in other words. It is the double cab, which is pretty nice. This is a well-optioned truck. I believe the Platinum is one step below the King Ranch, which is like the fully loaded F-150. So this is very well optioned out. We'll show you guys the tailgate really quick. It is a slow opening tailgate. That's pretty nice. You get pretty big cargo bed, as you can see, and this does have a tonneau cover on it. I'll show you guys this. This is like a little step to get into the truck bed. So you lift the handle up and you kind of lift this up slightly and give it a little pull, and the step lowers like that. Pretty cool, and you just kind of like step in. Yeah, a little bit tedious like getting it all out and set up, but still pretty well thought out. Show you guys the back seat. Very nice back here, extremely roomy, just leg room for days. You even have heated rear seats, 2 level. Very nice. You have a household outlet and a regular outlet, 2 cup holders. And these seats do fold up. I will show you that right now. You literally just grab the seat and lift it and it just folds right up. If you want to fold it back down, just pull that. Show you guys under the hood real quick. All right, pretty interesting. This whole grille lifts up. Shut the engine off for you guys so you can hear me. All right, so this is the engine, 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. So this makes 365 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. You do get the power running boards. That's pretty nice to have. Premium Sony sound system in here. Sounds pretty good. All right, so in this interior, you do get this nice wood trim steering wheel. On the steering wheel, you know, you have your volume, your next track. So you have your voice commands right here. You have your phone hang up right here. In the center screen, you can select your gauge mode right here. So you have 3 different options, just a blank screen, your 4-wheel drive, and your transmission temperature. You do have your trip A and B, your fuel economy. 13.5 miles per gallon is the average. Not the best, kind of unexpectedly poor in this truck. But we'll go back here. Truck apps. This kind of like gives you off-road data. You do get pretty good information in the center screen right here. You have your headlight controls right here, your gauge cluster dimmer switch, your mirror controls, your power mirrors. Over here, this is, well, first of all, this is where you adjust the 4-wheel drive. So you have 2 high, you have 4 auto, 4 high and 4 low. Pretty nice. And this is your trailer brake control right here. You do have your volume, your tune, your presets, all that good stuff. You have your climate controls right here. Pretty nice. They give you hard buttons for the climate control. I mean, you can adjust it in here, but you can also use these. Over here, this is the My Ford Touch system. So how it works is you have like 4 quadrants in each corner. So you have your phone, your navigation, your entertainment, and your climate. And the screen, like, it doesn't respond the quickest, but it's doable, it's livable. This was 2014, so it's not gonna have like the most modern technology, but it's like, it's respectable. I haven't really had a hard time using this system. Over here in entertainment, this is like your radio. This is where you control like your source. So you have your usual AM and FM, but you can also listen through the USB or the Bluetooth audio. Show you guys the nav system in here. So this is what it looks like. Takes a couple seconds to queue up here. And it's not the quickest responding, as you can see, a little bit laggy, but I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit laggy. But we'll go home here. Down here, you know, you have your volume, your tune. You do get your shifter for the 6-speed automatic. You get manual mode, and you also get lower gears to choose from. That's pretty cool. You have a big center console. Your cell phone goes here apparently. You also have your pens right there, and your MP3 player goes here. 2 USBs, and you get about average size glove box right here, and you get another power outlet right here. Nice to have. Little coin tray right there. We'll get this F-150 out on the road and see how it drives. Just gonna put it in drive here. Doesn't have like the greatest turning radius, but this is a truck. It rides pretty smooth though, like it feels competent going over these gravel rocks. These turn signals, oddly enough, they're the kind that go back to center when you use them. Kind of unusual, but you get used to it over time. This truck has a pretty smooth ride to it, a pretty confident feel to it. It's really not too bad. This EcoBoost V6, it has really nice torque down low. You really don't have to step on it too much to get right up to speed. Has a very linear power band too. You don't feel like turbo lag or anything. It feels very natural when it gets up and moves. The steering feels kind of like a typical truck. It's pretty like loose feeling, kind of numb, not a whole lot of feel to it. It's really smooth in its response. Like, this truck rounds corners with really good smoothness, really good composure. It's honestly like a good effort for a truck. I never feel like I can't tell where the front tires are. All right, looks like we're good. We'll try out a little some of the power right here. All right, this thing does scoot, does get up and go pretty well. Very quiet engine. It's a very refined and quiet V6. Sit up nice and high in this, as you would expect for a truck. You get clear view out of the windshield. Can see over the road in front of me just fine. Big side mirrors, clear view out of the back window. These brakes are okay. I mean, they are slightly like mushy feeling, but they feel like very strong and very powerful. For a truck, I always feel like I'm gonna like stop exactly on time. 6-speed automatic, very smooth in how it shifts. Really feels like a competent transmission. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it. It seems to kick down pretty quickly. It keeps the engine in the meat of its power band. Shifts nice and smoothly. Like, don't even really feel the shifts at all that much. So, good 6-speed automatic. Really can't complain there. Stepping on the gas, it's got a nice responsive feel to it. Really can drive this with such a light foot and still keep up with traffic and get right up and moving whenever you want to. Point's nice and straight. I really don't have to make a ton of corrections to the wheel to keep this truck on a steady course. You just kind of hold onto the wheel and the truck does the work for you. I also love the smooth ride in this truck. This definitely Has a very like smooth and pillowy ride to it, which I like, while not really compromising on the handling too much. Easy to plant this truck exactly where you need it to be. It's also quiet in here. When you're just cruising around town, you really don't hear a whole lot. It's a refined environment to be in. For how big this truck is, it's like shockingly easy to drive. Handling, like for a truck, of course it is a little bit bouncy, there is some body lean, but it still feels fairly secure for what it is. You can just kind of drive it normally around corners like you would in like a normal car or SUV, and it does just fine. Transmission kick downs nice and quickly. Very smooth cornering. Check out the turning radius again. You know, definitely a big turning radius for sure. Not the best where that's concerned. You get a nice little like turbo whistle in this truck. It sounds almost like a turbo diesel engine or something like that. So that's kind of interesting, kind of neat. Honestly, it's pretty car-like for such a big truck. Definitely one of the better handling trucks that I've driven. Really doesn't have much of an issue like kind of tearing around these corners. It's nice and peppy, nice and responsive, just kind of gets up and moves, does its thing very well. Another feature I forgot to show you guys, that back window, the middle part does slide open if you just push that. That's pretty interesting. I definitely like that feature. I love this high seating position. I mean, I feel like I'm just like on top of the world right now. We'll take it on the highway here, see how it does. It's keeping up pretty well with this AMG Mercedes. Although he's going pretty slow for having an AMG. Slow ride today. Wow. We'll try going back the other way. Maybe we can get a little bit more speed going. Brakes don't, like, they don't really stop this truck like on a dime, like a smaller car. All right, we will give it some gas. Like most turbo engines, the power doesn't really happen in the high RPMs. Most of it is in the low end, definitely. Pretty refined on the highway, really not a whole lot of wind noise or road noise. Try out our cloverleaf off-ramp, see how it does. .35 is about the limit here. Don't really feel comfortable going past that, but it did okay. All right, you guys, well, I think I'll end the video here. Ford F-150 Platinum. Easy to drive truck, very maneuverable. Very smooth and cushiony ride to it. Pretty responsive, really not a whole lot of thinking involved when you drive this truck. Pretty easy to control. Park it right here. Yeah, nice truck. I definitely liked driving it. More than I thought I would. You know, it's unexpectedly car-like for such a big truck. You get so many features. This interior, it's a pretty nice place to be. Feel like you're king of the road. Pretty smooth and assured handling. Just refined and responsive. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna hop out here. I'll shut the truck off. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.